Ciao tutti, sono Leah Garriott, autrice di La promessa in Italiano. It's promised in English. It's a book about a woman in Regency England, so early 1800s, Jane Austen time, who has loved and had her heart broken and has decided that she is not going to love ever again. She's not going to go through that again. So she sets out to get married in a loveless match, and it's about how she's thwarted in that and how other people have other plans for her. And then it turns out happily ever after, of course. I decided to write this book back in like 2015 because I'd been reading a lot of romances and they all centered around main characters who wanted to find love. And I thought, well, what about people who don't want love? What about people who want relationships for other reasons, who have had their heart broken, who aren't a lot of the characters I was reading about, they were kind of naive, and I was wondering about, well, what if somebody's not naive? What if they know exactly how much it hurts to care about people? So that's what came of this. I submitted it to a publisher around 2017, and it didn't get picked up, and the contract wasn't signed until 2018, and then it still took a couple of years to come out. It came out in 2020 in English, and then it's out in Italian, and I love that. I love Italy. I love Italian. I lived there for a little while. I wish I spoke the language well enough to say all of this in Italian. Anyway, one of the questions I was asked is what kind of author I am. And generally we split ourselves as authors into two categories. One is pantsers and the other is plotters. And so pantsers write by the seat of their pants, basically. So they don't really know the story. They have a story idea, but they don't know where the story goes or how it ends, and they just write until they get to the end of the story. And the other is a plotter who figures out what the story is about, knows where it's going, knows how it's going to end, and then they start to write the story. And I am more of a plotter, and then I sort of pants the details, which works out well, because then I can still have the excitement of discovering the story, but I actually know where I'm going. Excuse me, I like to read romances, historical romances and contemporary romances. I like to read historical fiction. I really love literature. I've read lots and lots of literature, and I love it, and I love a really good story. Mostly I like to read about relationships, and it doesn't have to be like a romantic or a love relationship. I like to know why people do what they do, and what motivates them, and how they relate to other people. And that's what I try to capture in my stories as well. I'm just seeing my checklist of what I should talk about. So a little thought about my future books. I think all of my books should be put into Italian. I don't have anything that's coming out right away. I got cancer in 2020. Yes, 2020, I got cancer. And so I went through a year of recovery from that, and I'm just starting to get back into writing. I love it, and I'm writing actually a story set in the Tuscany area. Hopefully it's different than the other stories about Americans going to Italy than what's already out there. Again, it's about love, and it's about relationships, and it's about people. And I hope it captures the beauty of the Italian people and of Italy and gelato and cibo and all the things. Anyway, thank you for watching this, and I hope that you enjoy La Promessa. Ciao!